All right. So, like I just said, this is your last week for your Alex, so make sure you finish strong in the competition. Okay? They're due next Thursday, so I don't know if they're going to pull the report on Wednesday to tell us on Thursday who won. So, either way, finish strong, do your part. Yeah, and there's going to be like gift cards and lunches and whatnot. All right, Jordan, let's open up our notes. I'm going to teach you something new. It's called supplementary angles. Last week, we learned about complementary angles. Today, we're going to learn about supplementary angles. Now, what do you think supplementary angles are? What about 180? That's a straight angle.
One part and another part both equal 180.
Yeah, so you have one part and one part, so one angle and another angle, and they both equal together, make 180 together.
Is it like 60? Oh, wait, never mind.
Does 60 plus 60 equal 180?
I mean, no, wait. No.
But you're on the right track.
Is it 90?
Yeah.
It's 90.
Okay, yes, supplementary angles are two angles that add up to 180 degrees. Supplementary angles are two angles that add up to 180 degrees. 180 degrees.
So maybe two right angles?
It could be, right? Like you guys were saying 90 and 90. That works too. But there's 100 different options. 100 billion different options.
Ever go to like 90?
Oh my god.
Okay, so what does 180 degrees look like? 180 degrees look like a straight line, right? This is 180 degrees. One of them, we're writing, yes. Did you not need a pencil for the do now? You can do the butterfly method in your brain. That's pretty talented. All right. This one says supplementary is you have a straight angle, but it's divided into two. Usually not evenly. And you'll have an angle A and an angle B, like so. And supplementary says angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees. So these two angles, angle A and angle B, when I put them together, it's going to equal 180. They don't equal each other. They equal 180 degrees. Yes?
I did that on my Alex, and it's pretty easy.
Good. Yeah. That's what we teachers love about Alex. It shows it to you before we teach it to you. And some of you like really learn it, and some of you just kind of like, okay, I see it, but I don't really understand it. That's why we like Alex, because it does speed you up. Some of you. All right. So let's do level 0.00001. Or in other words, 0.1. This is level really easy. Yes, Jordan, of course. Write it down. Write it down. All right. So what's the equation? What equation would I write down?
107.
Good. Okay. This is level 1. So you write down whatever this says plus this. Now, how do I get x by itself?
Subtract 107.
Good. Subtract 107 to both sides. Subtract 107 to both sides. So last week, we subtracted by 90. Minus 90, minus 90. Now, we always had 90 here. Now we have 180. So what does the 0 become when I borrow? 10. What does the 8 become? 7. So every time you're going to borrow, this becomes a 7 and that becomes a 10. So for those of you who don't like borrowing, well, all of these problems will end up looking like this, a 7 and a 10. They're all the same that way.
show that part?
Yes.
Tomorrow?
Yes. All right. What is 10 minus 7?
73.
Oh, 10 minus 7 is 3. 7 minus 0 is 7. And then 1 minus 1? 0.
It's the same thing as the other one, it's just 180.
Correct. The hardest part, Jordan, and you'll see this tomorrow and Wednesday, is when do I set it up equal to 90 and when do I set it up equal to 180? That's the hardest part. Kids will do it all wrong. But it is, the math is pretty easy. Yes. All right, let's write this down. Ready to skip to level 5?
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait, where did it go?
It's kind of tucked in. All right, x minus 20 and 50 degrees. X minus 20 and 50 degrees. So what do? This is a straight line, right? So it means it's 180. So you're going to write x minus 20. What else?
Plus 50.
Plus 50. Very good. Equals 180. Now, there's two ways to solve it.
Is it x equals 150?
One way is easier and one way can be tricky. So you guys tell me, how would you solve this problem? Ruben?
Start by 50 and then add plus 20.
Okay, so one number at a time. I like it. Let's do it. So one number at a time. So let's move the 50 first. How do I move the 50?
Start by 50.
Subtract by 50. What's 180 minus 50?
130.
Now I have the 20. How do I move the 20?
Plus add.
Okay, so when you're given two numbers like that, just move one at a time. Move one at a time. Can you put the 20 and the 50 together? Yes, but it's not 70. Yes, you're not writing 90, you're writing 180. And I think on Wednesday, we're going to write both, like the 90, the 180. Like one problem is 90, the next problem is 180. And see if your brain can figure out the difference. And I'll show you some tricks. All right, level 10. I just make it up. Because does this look harder than the one we just did? Yes. It looks harder than the one we just did. Do these two look like they are equal to each other? No.
It's 60 plus x over 2.
Yep. So whatever they give you, you write it down in a line. Whatever they give you, you write it down in a single straight line. Okay? Now, which number do I move first?
60.
Very good. How do I move the 60?
Subtract by 15.
Wait, what's one to multiply?
Yep. Later, not first though. What's 180 minus 60?
Is it 240?
How do I move the 2? No.
Multiply by 2.
Multiply. Didn't you say it?
Is it 240?
Why are we doing this pretty fast? Because you've been learning how to do equations since November. This should not be new to you. You guys, yes. You guys have been doing this since November. The only new part is that I'm telling you that it has to equal 180. That's the new part. But the rest of it is pretty much what you guys learned in November. Let me see. Good old... those were good times.
Why, like,
You guys remember when it was shading Left, shade
Bro, I
right.
just forgot about that.
Well, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it.
Bro, once it comes to this, I remember everything.
Yeah, you see, you guys have been doing this, right? Minus 12, minus 12.
What day is?
I'm gonna show you right now. November
Aquí dos pages para la mano.
27th.
Oh my, no.
So, I'm not saying, okay, stop. November 30th. So what I'm telling you is that you guys have been solving x over 3 minus 6 problems like this since November. The only difference is we start off with an angle. But the math you've been learning since November. The math hasn't changed. All right, are we okay with this? 5 months of doing equations. All right. What I would want you to do right now is find the worksheet from Friday that looks like this. Now, the middle part looks like this.
Oh, we're good. Yes, you were. Stop lying. Yes, you were.
Find it. People in the front, can you keep these worksheets for me right now? In the front. Alright. We don't need to scratch. Keep this here.
And you're like, oh, it's literally the first one I had.
Keep this here.
Oh, this is right.
Here's some looks just like that.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're dirty. I think it's time to think.
Oh, literally call me Hala.
You did the front with us. And Mr. Franco. Here.
Just they'll come.
Alright. Everybody have your worksheet out from Friday? Okay. Put that inside your desk, please.
Whatever makes you happy.
Alright. Now, we did this side already. And I told you not to do the back side.
I do.
Well, I did part of it.
I didn't do it.
Okay, so everybody turn to the back side.
Well, we didn't do like right here.
The front side?
Yeah, like you told us not to do this front side.
Oh, I now remember. It was towards the end. He was going over the first part of the answers. Alright, I remember now. Okay. Well, we'll do that later. We're going to start together as a group. Everybody start on the back. Okay. Now, on the back, it says supplementary. So every time you read the word supplementary, you're going to think of 180. Okay, every time you read the word supplementary, you're going to think of 180. All right, number 1. I read it wrong first period. It says, which pair of angles is not supplementary? So which ones do not equal 180? So add them. So, Jackie, add these two. What do you get?
90.
Okay, everybody right now. Add them. What do you get?
90.
180.
So you're going to add 135 plus 45. If you need to go on your piece of paper and add it. Oops, I wrote it wrong, but I'm going to fix it. You add it. What do you get? 180. But we're looking for the not. Okay, keep it to yourself for a second. Okay, Jaden, I need you to add 123 plus 57 on your paper. And so on and so forth. So everybody do that. You're literally adding. Addition you guys can do. Question? Jackie, just add the two numbers.
I am.
Oh, okay. Alright, keep adding. And which one
See.
ended up not being 180?
See.
If you did it correctly, because you showed your work, yeah. Alright, number 2. Which of the following pair of angles is supplementary? So add letter A, add letter B. Now I am looking for 180. There's only one that equals 180. Which one is equal to 180?
B. This is B.
10, carry the 1, 6, 7, 8. Okay, B. Do you guys remember how to do section B? You have to match. So, supplement of 43. I need what number plus 43 equals 180? Which number from this side is going to equal to get me to 180? Which number is going to make me go all the way to 180 given 43? So given 43, what do I need to add? Good. All right, and the bottom part, we get the bottom part.
This is going to be your classwork if you want to copy down the answers to your classwork.
All right, are we good? Did we match? Did we match? Did we draw lines? What number plus 43 is 180? Which of these numbers plus 43 going to give me 180? All right, the bottom part. All you have to do, what do you have to do with all of these numbers? Subtract by 180. So take this number minus 180. Take this number minus 180. Take this number minus 180. Go. All of those numbers minus 180. All of those numbers minus 180. I trust that you can subtract by 180, right?
Wait, it's 44.
Can't you just subtract by 80?
Well, sometimes.
That's what I did on
So, Bella, in section B, just subtract all of those numbers by 180. 180 minus 43. 180 minus 43.
There's so many page.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they look good.
Huh?
I didn't check any of these for any of my classes. All right. People in the front, can you pass back the worksheet I left there and told you not to pass back? Pass it back now.
Your paper. Where are your paper?
Actually, you won't. Not this one.
Paper bag. Now they're gonna forget it. I'm watching my paper. Did you get your paper?
We're not going to change this one.
Maybe not today. I know for sure not today. All right. Orlando, worry about yourself. That's it. Worry about yourself. Ruben, do not turn around. All right, everybody, let's turn to this page here, which is just given to you. If you need more time on the other one, cool. You can, after I'm done talking, you can go back to it. But everybody, let's right here, focus on this one, focus on this one. Now, all of these are 180, correct? So all of these you're going to set up an equation. X plus, focus, this angle, 100. And what is a straight line equal to?
180.
180. So all of this has to equal 180 degrees. So that is your equation for the first one. That is your equation for the first one, right? This would be level 1. All right. Stop. Flip the paper over. Now this is level like 5, right? You did this last week, and many of you were very successful at it. So let's look at the backside number 1. What equation would I write down for the backside number 1? Love it. Very good. All right. What do I do first on number 1 on the back? I like it. Minus 63, minus 63.
Is it 17? I mean 117. 117.
Let's see. I heard that twice already now. So the 0 becomes a 10. The 8 becomes a 7. 10 minus 3 is 7. 7 minus 6 is 1. Bring down the 1. Am I done? No. I go to this side, and what still do I have left over? X plus 42. X plus 42. X plus 42. So how do I move the 42? Minus 42. Minus 42. What is 7 minus 2? 5. Thank you, Jaden. Now I have the 1. Uh-oh, I can't subtract 1 minus 4, so I borrow again. What does the 1 become?
11.
Very good. 11, and the 1 becomes a 0. So what is 11 minus 4? 7 equals X, and I am done. So you can go back and start on level 1, right? Finish level 1. Finish level 1. And then do level 5. We have answers. So we'll come around and give you some wonderful stars.